welcome back to today's session. Yes, still taking off, okay, or we are still continuing from where we ended yesterday. And we had a little bit of breaks yesterday, but we'll just take it off again. Okay, so we'll get back a little bit and then we continue. So before we start with the meeting, we are praying in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Spirit. Father, Lord Jesus, may you become Lord and King in our meeting. Let all flesh, O Lord, know that you are Lord and become Lord over all things. Anything becoming right, anything, O Lord, that raises itself higher. Father, may you, O Lord, bring it down and take it away in the name of Jesus. We pray and we invite the Holy Spirit of promise, the Holy Spirit, O Lord, who comes to teach us, the Holy Spirit who brings us understanding, who brings us wisdom, who takes away all ambiguity. Father, in the name of Jesus, may you become the teacher in our meeting. May you become the tutor. May you become the director. Father, for we rely on you. We lean on you. May you help us in this our journey. In Jesus' name we pray with thanksgiving. Amen. Okay, so I think yesterday we ended here. Yesterday we ended here, and then I was trying to point out something, but I'll point it out again. Okay, because at that time I didn't record the session. Okay, I didn't record the session when I said I'll be back yesterday. When I came, I didn't record the session. Okay, and then that wasn't even really that much of official, but let's do it again. So please, I said pay attention. Okay, pay attention to this one. Oh, yeah, as I was going to one, when Quanqua in the Quayan Haman, fine. But they say, oh, yeah, then we'll over your exams, fine. Oh, yeah, then over your exam. So there's a way you can question via or exams anymore. Oh, qua, who want to deal with it? What dear? As I did with you, an open out chassis, an open out waiting. All right, yes. So please let's pay attention. Yesterday, we learned about the what? The network diagrams. Okay, that was what our lecture 6. Okay, lecture 6 video, no? It is about what? About network diagram. Okay, so we learned about the activity diagram. Okay, that was on the what? Activity on arrow. But please take note. I'm repeating something once again. Okay, yesterday I found out that let me clean this. Okay, we have two types of the what? Activity diagram. We have what? Two types of the activity diagram. We have one that we call the what? Activity on arrow. Okay, that is the what? AOA. And then we have another one called what? Activity on node. Okay, AON. What these two means is that the activity on arrow is what we've been doing with this particular event. We use the what? The arrow. Okay, and then what? We put another what? Event here, meaning the activity is on the arrow. Okay, meaning this is A. All right, this is activity on arrow. Okay, this one has what? Two ends. Okay, this one has what? Two ends. The first what? End is what? Is the start activity. The second what? End is the what? Is a end activity. So every activity should end event. Sorry, these are events. This one is an activity. Okay, why is the network not good for other guys? I don't think it's a network. But you let's move on. Okay, this is the what? Activity, but this is what? An event. Okay, this is an event. This is a finish event. This is a start event. The rule says what? Every activity should have what? Two events. Why, Richie? Is your network not good? Richie, your network or Richie? Can you hear me? Richie? Richie, I can't hear you. I want to know whether it's a network or maybe it's maybe if you can type In the discussion session, I'll see. Okay, I want to know. So if the network, maybe we will switch. Okay, I want to know from your end whether it's the network or it's maybe something. But I'm not hearing you. So maybe if you type if you type it, yes,
In
Faith, you're
the
saying
I think you should ask in the discussion group if their network is good.
yeah, okay.
If it's not good, then we just switch to Google Meet.
Let me do that. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so since maybe the rest are just not available, so you let's continue. All right. So as I'm saying, on the activity on what on Arrow, it says that on the activity on Arrow, did anybody write anything again? A bit sluggish here. So Matthew, the network is not really that good. Um, so we should switch, eh? Oh, what do you think?
Yeah, I can manage my
Uh,
network. I don't know if you have
uh, so
yeah.
Matthew, should we switch? Matthew, should we switch? Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so as I was saying, on the activity on Arrow, okay, it says that we should have what? Two events, okay? One, one of the event. Oh, what is happening? Uh-huh. I think I clicked somewhere. Okay, one of the event should be the what? The start event, and another should be the what? The end what? The end event, and the arrow should be the activity. Okay, so meaning every activity should have what? A start and an end event. That is what the what? Activity on what? Activity on arrow. When we come to the what? Activity on node. That is what yesterday one guy was doing. Okay, this one we just what? Put the activity in. This is what we do this way. This way. So this is what we do. All right, and then we connect to or maybe B. This is a B. Okay. So this one doesn't have what? Two events. This one is an activity or not on node. So this is very simple. You're like this is very simple to do than this. Okay. And the dummy activities are only involved in the what? Activity on what? On arrow. This one. That is why you put the dummy activities. But activity on node, we don't have anything like dummy activity. We just draw it just like that. Just like that. Please, I hope we are following.
Yes,
Yes.
Sam.
Yes.
So please, if I get you right, meaning that the activity on node,
Yes.
you can two events can cross each other.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Exactly. It's very simple. It is just the activity on arrow that you have to be careful. So let's
Okay.
look at an example. This was the last example we did before we ended class yesterday. So I'll do it again. I think we have to even do it for us to show a correction. We didn't do it well. So I'll do it again. So please let's pay attention. It is very simple to do. Very, very, very simple to do. Okay. Yes. So please let's follow. Okay, so I'll take this. I'll explain this. All right. Here. I hope you can see. Let me make it a full
Yes.
screen. Um, yes. So yesterday I did this one, but I will do it again. I will do it again. It says what? A precedes B. Okay. B and C precedes what? D. Okay. A precedes B means that what? A must come or A must finish. A must complete. If A doesn't complete, B can start. So meaning there should be. So if I'm using the word activity on what? On arrow. Okay. Activity on arrow. Meaning at the moment I hear A. Okay. Meaning I should get what? Uh, a starting event and then what? An end what? Event. Okay. An end event. And I'll put what? A here. So A started here. Okay. And then A ended here. So A has finished. Then meaning B can come. So I'll put what? B also. Okay. And then aha. So this part becomes what? The starting event for what? For B. And then this is the what? The ending event for what? For B. And I'll put B here. Please, I hope you understand till this point.
Yes, please.
Yes. And then it says what? B and C. Okay. It says what? B B and C precedes D. Okay. B and C precedes what? D. Meaning B also what? Uh B and C precedes what? Precedes D. Meaning B and C must finish. Okay. B and C must finish before what? Before D can start. Okay. So therefore, this one didn't say C can start. Okay. But you can tell that was since B finishes, then C also start from what? Where what? A is. Okay. But if it says what? B precedes C, that one fine. So meaning what? B also what? B also what? C start, okay, from where what? A start, from where what? Um, B start from, because B and C must what? So I can put what? Okay, and then here becomes what? A C, okay. All right, but I'll explain something further. Okay, and then it says what? They precede D. Okay, when B and C finishes, that is where what? D can start. Okay, but here, uh, you see, these ones has what? Has the same head, but they can't use the same tail because there are two events. The moment I draw this, maybe like this, okay, that becomes what? A violation because they are from the same tail. If maybe they were from different, if they were from what? From different heads, then fine, this will be correct. But since it has become like this, okay, what we can do is, let's push what? C, okay, forward for to end what? To end D, all right? And then this one can become what? A dummy event forward. For this one, we can put what? A dummy event right here. All right? Yes. To just prevent the violation that what? No what? Two hairs can have the what? The same tail. Please, are we getting what I'm trying to what? Explain here?
Sam,
Please, are we getting? Yes.
please, my network cut off, so I didn't hear from
Okay.
the activity
Okay.
C, B, and
So
C.
okay. So let me take it from here. Okay. Since what? This one. Okay, this is a what? This is a B. This is a what? A C. Okay, they have what? Start to finish. Okay, it says what? B and C. This is what? B. This is a what? This is a C. Okay, and then it says what? B and C must finish. So when they finish, this is their ending. Okay, this is their tail. So since what they finish, and I'm saying that this is correct, right? But we violate the what? The rules of the what? Network diagram. If what? Two activities with the what? With the same head, they come together what? The same tail. That is a violation. This is wrong. But it can only happen assuming maybe we have what one activity here, one activity here, and then they come to meet here. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. But see this, they came from
Yes,
the same
please.
place, and then they met at the same place. But if they were coming from maybe some place and then they met here, then it is correct. You understand? So this is a violation. So what we have to do is we must prevent this. Okay. So we can make one of the activities what, so we can either what extend what here for it to become if anything cry.
Is it a dummy activity?
Yes, we can make one that dummy activity, but yes, we can make one of them what a dummy what activity. Okay, so we can even make this one a dummy activity. All right. Yes, a dummy activity right from here. Okay, just to avoid that. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear.
Yeah, some is clear.
Okay, so that is for the what for the activity on arrow, but we can draw this same what this same uh diagram. Okay, this same diagram using the what activity on node. Okay, when I put what activity, okay, we can have what activity on node. That will be very simple. We just put what this is a, okay, this is a, and then this what goes to what goes to b. All right. Uh-huh. So if this goes to B, then meaning we having what? A C right from here. Okay. And then we'll be having exactly like this. Okay. They all come to what? To meet what? D. That is very simple to do. I hope this is clear. This is node. This is node. The other one is what? Activity on arrow. I hope it's clear.
Please.
Yes. Okay. So let's go. Let's move on from here and let's get to the question two. Says what? A precedes B, B precedes what? C and D. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. Let's use what? Activity on arrow first. Okay, it says what? A precedes B, so meaning we have what? Yes, we have A. Okay, A comes, and then what? And then we have what? We have B from here. Okay, and then C and D precedes what? B. So meaning we have what? Two activities right here. Okay, so we have the end activity right from here. There's what C and what and D. Okay, precedes D, and then it went on to say that what uh C precedes what E. Okay, C precedes E. So this is C, so it precedes what E. So let's see this. Okay, so we are going to have what E right from here, and then um it says what D. D precedes E. Aha. It says what? Where is D? D. D precedes E, meaning what? D must complete. But this is the what? Completion point for what? For D. Okay, so D has finished. So this is E. So therefore, it is impossible. If I come back this way, it becomes what? Evaluation. It becomes a loop. So what we have to do is just what? We have to put in what? A dummy right from here to this side. Okay, yes, a dummy right from here to what? This particular side. Okay, yes, because we can't what move from what from E, because E is the what is the continuation of the diagram. But see where D is. Otherwise, we'll get back again. We'll be going back. But when we do it this way, it knows that what D also continues. And that activity is an activity that doesn't have what any resources or time or duration. Okay, it doesn't really contribute what to anything in the project. Okay, it is even integrated or it is even what added up to the diagram if it is only necessary. If you think it's not necessary, you just what you just leave it. But that is how what this one what becomes. I hope this is also clear.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what the last one. So if we are to draw this on the what on the activity on activity or node. Okay, so it becomes very simple. You're going to be getting what? A, and then we'll be getting what? We'll be getting a B, and then we'll be getting what? A C, and then we'll be getting what? A D, okay, and I think we'll be getting what? E, and then we can connect this one just like that. Okay, yeah, this is how easy activity or node is. It's only the activity or node arrow because it has what? A starting event and an end event. Okay, that is why it feels like it looks confusing, but it is not. It is not confusing. But I hope this one is also clear.
Sam,
Yes,
so in activity on node
yes,
diagram, meaning that
yes,
one one event or
yes,
whatever, that's
yes,
like one
yes.
event can be
One event
left
is the same
can be
as
left
an activity.
before node.
Exactly, exactly,
Is it the way
exactly.
it stand? Because I know on the activity on arrow diagram,
Exactly,
it's
exactly,
not allowed.
exactly, exactly. The reason why it's not allowed is that activity on arrow has for starting event and ending event. It says that every
Mm,
diagram should have what? One starting point and one ending point, right? So
yeah,
if it was to be activity on arrow, we'll be having what? A starting point, viewer has see. And then even after this one,
yeah,
we'll have what? An ending point again right here. You
yeah.
get it. Exactly, exactly. The activity on what? On node is very simple. Very, 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 very
Okay.
simple. Yes. Please, the rest, I hope we are following. If you have any question, you can also ask. I hope we are following. Nobody is saying anything.
Coming.
Yes, yes, honorable.
Go back to the number one. Explain the number one a bit, because
Okay,
I'm
let me.
I'm confused. Because you see, yesterday, uh, Bruno sent some answers there, and I was confused.
In the group, let me see.
I think so. The
Let me
chat
check.
group.
Okay, I'm having a look at it. This is A. Okay, okay, I saw something. Okay, this one says what? A precedes B. And this one to says what? B and C. Uh, B and C precede. Yes, 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 yes. That's good. That's good. Thanks for what? Thanks for the reminder. Yes. So let's look at that. Okay. So from the question one, it says what? A precedes B. Okay, meaning A is the starting point. So let's put what? A here. Thank you very much for the reminder. Okay. So we put what? A here. So A is starting. Okay. The starting point is this. This is what? Start event for all of the what? The diagram, for all of the activity. This is the starting point. Okay. And then there's the ending point for only A. Okay. But that's the starting point for everybody. Everybody starts here. Okay. And then this one also says what? Uh, B, A precedes B. So I have to put what? B here. All right. Yes. Let me put what? B here. All right. So please let's pay attention. It is a reading, no. It is a reading. No. Let's read to understand what they are doing. All right. This one says B and C. B and C precedes D. But see where B is. But we don't know where C is coming from. And then they didn't even tell us that what C start from somewhere. Meaning what? If it wasn't mentioned, then meaning it's also start from the what? From the beginning. Please, are we getting what we are doing? Are we getting what we are doing?
Yes, yes, yes.
Aha. But B was mentioned, but B succeeds what? A. So we know that B is here. But C isn't what? C isn't succeeding anything, and then C is coming from nowhere. So meaning since it is not like it just came just like that. It start from the beginning as well. So it should start from what? From the beginning. Okay, start from the beginning. So this one becomes what? Its initial point, and this one becomes what? Its what? And event. So here becomes C. Please, are we together? Are we together? Exactly. Okay, so meaning what? B and C, okay, precedes D. And I said that what? Yes, B and C what? Precedes B and C precedes what? This. Okay. And I was saying that it wasn't possible, okay, for okay, so right now we have a two events. That meaning now it will be possible. Okay, okay, they are coming from the same one. They are coming from the same kind of thing, from the same head. Okay, they're coming from the same head, but that is coming from a different head. Okay, so now then it will be possible to be possible for us to what? To but still, like this. All right, and then but still, so unless we get what an event from here, but it is still not going to be that what feasible. Okay, we must get what an event here for them. Okay, an event here, and then what we can get the last what event as D. Okay, so this is how it is going to look. Okay, so the reason why I didn't what make any what dummy activity is that this is coming from what a different what event. This is coming from what a different event. If they were to come from the what from the same event like that, okay, it is impossible. I must bring a dummy event. But since this one comes from somewhere, this one comes from what from somewhere, then we can what we can add them up. Please, is it clear? Please, are we together? Hey, are you guys online? Or you can't hear me? Or the network?
We are
Please.
together. We are together. Yeah. Now your voice is you've increased
Okay.
your volume.
Okay. All right. Okay. Here. So this is how
I think
it.
check your microphones more.
Okay. Okay. You can hear me
Mhm,
now.
mhm, mhm, uh-huh.
Okay. Yes. So this is how it can be
So what is
as
the
well.
difference between yours and then Bruno's own?
Yes, it is the same thing. Just that his own uh from the B, okay. He just what? He just joined. And it's also correct, okay. He just joined them this week, right from here. And then what? They extended to the last point. Okay. But there's another what? Activity right here. Okay. It is the same. The diagram that we are drawing, they are all not drawn to scale. Okay, they are all not drawn to scale, but you should have the concept that this is what you are really doing. I I hope we are together. Yeah. Okay. So let's take the question three. The question three. Um, question three. I don't know. Always it wants me to push to this particular side. Yes. So it says what? A and B. Okay. They have no what? No. So they start from a particular point. So I mean, you see here, nothing was mentioned for them. I think the network is worrying some people. Oh. Let me get water. Listen, a minute, a minute. All right, so let's continue. So as I'm saying, this particular one, okay, this particular one, A and B, okay, you're just coming from what? From nowhere. They are just they have no what, immediate what predecessors, okay. So if there is what activity on arrow, okay, there is activity on what? Activity on arrow. Hey, Richie, I was asking, if it is a network, just let me know, okay? 'Cause I don't know. It seems you just get logged out and then you come back, logged out and then you come back. But I want to know if it is a network. Just let me know so that I will switch. Okay, you can uh put the whatever you have in the discussion session. Okay, let me put the link on, maybe you may not be on the platform, so I'm putting it the link again. So you just join the discussion, and then you let me know. Or I think it is becoming a problem for you, because it seems you're just uh going out and then coming in on and off. So I want to know. And then I don't know whether your microphone is not also working. You're also not saying anything. But
Sammy,
yes,
so Sammy,
yes,
are there immediately is it predecessor or what?
yes, yes, yes.
That dash how so you are going to are you going to start from A and then point B?
No.
Is that it?
They are going to start at the same point. It says what? Activity on arrow says that what? We should have what? Only one starting point. Okay. So meaning those particular ones without what? Anything will start at the same point. You get it. They start at the same
Yeah.
point. Yes. So I've placed the discussion link again. So I just want to know, okay, from those of you having the network issue going back and forth, okay, just let me know if it is the what, if the Telegram, okay, we just changed it. I don't know why it seems like you get logged out and then you come in, logged out, you come in again. Okay, so you can join and then you just let me know from the discussion. I'll see. All right. So this particular one says that what there is no predecessors for A and B, okay, but we are being told that what we should start from a particular point, okay. So we put the event one here, okay, that is the starting point for everybody, okay. So since what A has none, okay, A what start from here, okay, and then A ends here. All right, so I put what A here. All right, and then B also start from the same point, okay. Matthew, I hope it's clear now. Matthew, I
Uh-huh.
hope,
So okay, the starting point. Okay,
yes,
I see.
yes.
I see.
And then it says A precedes for C, okay. So meaning we'll be having what a C somewhere here, okay. A precedes C, so this becomes event four, and we have what a C here, okay. And okay, and then it says what A and B. That is A and B is here. Okay, A and B precedes D. You know, A and B precedes what? Meaning A and B must end somewhere together. They must end somewhere together. Maybe, assuming maybe we had, let me see, A here, and then we had what? We had B here. Okay, they must end somewhere. Okay, right. But just know, okay, that they are coming from the what? From the same head. Okay, so it is impossible for you to join them just like that.
Is that
I
A
hope
and what?
A and B.
A and B.
Yes.
So at the activity C, there is the predecessor is A.
Yeah, so that's what I've done. Right? You can see it from here.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. And then this one, this particular side, this. I hope you can see. D. There is A and B. A and B precedes or D. I hope you can see.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that it is impossible for A and B to meet at the same point. Okay? Because they are coming from the what? From the same head. They can't meet together. So we can put what? A dummy activity. Okay? On them. Okay? A dummy activity what? On what? On them. Alright? For it to show. For it to show as if what they ended at the same point. Or if possible, so you can put a dummy activity here. Alright, like this. Okay? Which means that's what? A and B ended at the what? At the same point. Alright. Even though A ended here, B ended here, but this shows that what? They ended at the same point. Okay? And then meaning we can draw what? Activity what? Activity D. That becomes 5. Please, is it clear?
Oui, c'est clair.
Yes. Or if possible, we can what? We can erase this one. Okay. Where is this one? Yes, I think it's okay like this. Okay. Or if possible, we can even draw it. Oh, I want to clean it. Draw it this way. I want to take this one. We can draw it this way. Okay. We can stretch what? A from here. Okay. We can stretch what? A from, we can just put what? An event. Event viewers, and then or just what? We just stretch A from here to meet what? To meet B. All right, to meet what? To meet B from here, showing that once it is correct. But before we do what? We do D. Also. So this is also correct. Okay, or we can put that dummy event right from here to meet what? To meet B from here. But it will make it plenty. So the best way to do, okay, is to just what? Oh, it is explaining everything. Okay, so the best thing to do is just what? Put a dummy event between what? This one and what? And this one. And then what? Yes. So meaning what? They ended at the same place, and then we have what? Yes. So this is what? A D. I hope we can go on. We can go on.
Yes.
All right. And it says what? C and D. C and D precedes E. Okay. C and D. Yes. This is excellent. Okay. C and D. C and what? And D. Okay. Okay. Can meet at a particular what? Event. Okay. They can end at the same what? Event. Since they are coming from different size. Okay. They come from what? Different size. So this is what? 6. They precede what? E. All right. So E can be here. That's a 7. C'est clair? C'est clair?
Oui, c'est clair.
Yes. So this is no dummy activity because they are coming from what? From different what? This is the head. A head for what? For C. This is the head for what? For D. Okay, they come from different heads. Okay, so no dummy activity for it. But because this one, A and B came from the same head. Okay, yes. If we join them together again, it becomes a dummy activity. Yes. So I like the way the class is going, and I believe everybody is following. Mr. Exams on no corner say we bibia exams on na. We nkwa say utimi ye we nkwa. We don't nya bibia. Say we ba we tima ye we. Say the precedence diagram ba. Say And for the F for 10 we. When you're about we cry and time by exams. But a beer and time by exams because this is not normally being used. Okay, but if you understand, it's fine. You can't do anything in the exam, you should be able to do this. So the C and D no yeah, right? Yeah, no. I say so D precedes F. Okay. I say D precedes for F. D, where is D? Yes, D is here. All right. Yes. D precedes what? D precedes F, right? From here. So D actually what? Ends somewhere here. D is here. Okay. Just with some precedes what? And F from here. And then I think we have what? E and F precedes what? J. Okay. E and F. Okay. They precede what? J. Okay. So we can have what? E and F. Okay. And then this one. And then sorry, it should go straight, but let me put it up here. Okay. We put what J here. Yes. And then we put the ending what? The ending event for all the what? The whole diagram. Please, are we together?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So that is what we are actually doing. That is what we are actually what doing. That is the whole thing we've been doing from that time till now. And one year, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is not drawn to scale. We can do it again. Let's do it again for the last time. Say activity on arrow, it is going to be very easy. So we are doing it for the last time. Okay. We may get what? A different shape as well. All right. But you let me just do activity on what? On activity on what? On node for you to see how easy this one will be like. Okay. Yes. Um let's do it again. All right. So we start from what? From A. This is A. And then um and then what? And then B. B2 as well. Okay. B2 as well. And then it says what? C comes from A. Yes. C should be what? Should be here. C. Okay. And then it says what? Um A. It says what? A and B. All right. A and B. It says what? A. A and
Which one are you sharing?
the same thing. I'm just trying to use the word the activity on node for this particular one. Okay. I'm just trying to use the word the activity on node for this particular one. Okay. So let me do it again. All right. I just want to start them from a particular point, right? But since we have what A standing alone, and then we have what B standing alone, okay. Let's assume this is a standing point for this. Okay. So it's going to be something like maybe yes, we can't really have what this and say maybe okay, let's assume this is A. Okay. Yes, this is A, and then assume this is B. Okay. Okay, this like this. And then we have what? C coming from what? From A. Okay. So we have what? We have a C here. Okay. C coming from here. Then we have it says what? A and B. A and B should what? Give rise to D. So something like this. Okay. A and B should what? Give rise to what? To D. Right here. Alright. That's what activity on node. Okay, and then we have what? C and D give rise to what? To E. So C and D again. Yes, give rise to what? C and D should give rise to what? To um, E. Yes. And then D give rise to what? To something like this. D give rise to what? F. Alright, if you can see. F. And then E and F give rise to what? J. You see how this is very simple? This diagram is very, very, very simple to draw. Activity on node is very, very, very simple to draw. I hope we are clear with this. I hope we are clear with this. I hope you are clear with
Yeah.
this. But just know this is not part two, as in encounter, right? As in encounter. Okay, they just came from somewhere. I'm just trying to just illustrate something, but that won't count. So this is how it's going to look. Activity on node. But if you compare this one to the what? To the activity on node arrow. So let's do it again. For the last time, for the activity on node. Activity on arrow for the last time. So please let's pay attention for the last time. If you don't understand, just let me know. Okay. Activity on arrow again. So we have what? Our starting point. Yes, that is what? Event one. And then we get what? Our A. A from here. Okay, this is what? Event two. We put what? We put A here. And then event three, we put what? B here. Alright. So we've done this, we've done that. Please, we following. Okay. And then the reason why, okay, Matthew was asking, why dash dash there? So where are they going to start from? And I said what? Because what activity on arrow says that they should all have what? One particular starting point. So if you see a dash dash, meaning it also start from the what? From the event one. So if maybe assuming C was here, C also had what? Dash. Meaning C also start on the one. On the first event, C would start on the first. Please, I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear.
Oui, c'est clair.
Okay. So it says what? A precedes C. Okay. So A precedes C. We come here and then we do what? Event 4. We put what? We put C here. All right. And then it says what? A and B. A and B precedes D. A and B must finish before what? D. But A and B are here. They finished already. Okay. But the question is, can they meet together? Yes. So they can meet together right here. Okay. To illustrate they are done. Okay. But since they are coming from the same head, since they're coming from the what? From the same head, okay, we represent them with a what? With a dummy activity. All right, from here. All right, then therefore we can have what? We can have our what? Our D. Okay, so we can have what? We can have our D from A. Yeah,
So,
activity 5.
Sammy,
Yes.
does the rules, does it apply to these two activities?
It applies to only activity on arrow.
Okay, the rules apply to only
Only yes,
activity
only activity on arrow.
on arrow.
Yes, activity on arrow. That's the only thing which has rules. The other ones, there are no rules. Yes. So we did this. All right. We did this particular one. Okay. And then this one says C and D. C and D gives rise to what? To E. So C and D. It's also here. All right. So we can join them together. Can you see that? Yes. We can join what? C and D together. Okay. We can join C and D together. All right. Yes. Without any dummy. We can join them together without. You see, the first one we added what? An event, but right now we don't want to add an event to make it concise. Okay, so we can join them together. That's what. Yes, maybe they are ending because C and D, and then D is the last one, right? Always know the alphabet. Okay, D is the last one, so we move it away from here. All right. Yes, we move it away from here, and then we put it right here. This becomes 6. This becomes 6, and then we give this one. This one becomes what? Is it E? If I'm right, yes. This is E. All right. And then we are having what? D. D gives rise to what? F. Okay. So D again. So D ends here. So give rise to what? To F. So 7 F. Okay, and then we have what? E and F gives us what? J. E and F. Okay, yes, E and F gives us what? A J. Okay, so yes, we can what? We can even what? Combine them right here. Okay, or we can even what? You see, the reason why. Who can tell me what do you think is a violation if we add them together? Who can tell me? Why is it that when I do it what? This way is a violation? Why do you think? Anybody?
It becomes a loop, right?
It's okay. First of all, it can become a loop. Secondly, too, it violates the what? The dummy activity what? Activity or theory. Okay, it becomes a loop. All right. So we can't what? We can't do it that, otherwise it's going to move this way, that way again. Okay, but it says what? They should they E and F should end somewhere. Okay, they should end somewhere, and then what? Jane comes. Okay, so what we can do, okay, in here is that, okay, we can what? We can put let me give this particular one, okay, right here. Let me make this one as a what? As a dummy, okay, as a dummy what? Activity, okay, for this. Put this as a dummy what? As a dummy what? Activity for what? For this, okay, and then yes, okay, put this one as a dummy activity. Yeah, good evening, and then what? I put this one right here, okay, but you would know that what? There is something wrong. So what activity? What activity is here? Nothing, right? Okay. So if there is nothing, then we cannot. We can join them again using what? Using what? A dummy right here. Okay. To tell that what? Yes. It is what? It is a dummy what? Activity. And now we can get what? The activity right here, which makes this one what? All right. And then we get the J right from here. Okay. So are we together?
Why the D and C is not a dummy?
Why is what? D and C? Is
Yes.
because they are having what? Different heads. This. Okay. And then that. They are from different places. Okay. So this is not a dummy. But if
Okay,
this.
so any activity that is coming from the same place becomes.
Exactly. That is why I'm saying A, ni B, any B, almost free. Event one. And this is how the umbo and ye. But C, any D, event no. We need tinye, right? And now we see what and any dummy activity. But say every almost free the same header, meaning all the bomb be dummy activity. Anything that has say no, it's answer almost free the same thing no. What the bomb na say o draw line keka, wrong. Say yeah, here the back, right? That is what I'm trying to explain here. If you are not tree, you're not brought from the brought from no ha and mu yi. But tree fast as a day. Say omu nyina mo we eti na we den. We asie no, right? And this we ni ti as a we na asie fine, bit but say bia omu mienu omu use the same thing na. Wo de omu bom a enye yi. But say obi a woni ti obi a wɔte like ti soronko a wode bɔ mu ɛbɛyɛ yie adas ɛno nneɛma yɛ no nyina ɛno ana yɛyɛ no o. Ɛno ana yɛyɛ no right because wohwɛ a wei ɔmo ti baako right wei hyɛ aseɛ wɔ ha sei owie ha sei nti wei yɛ dɛn wei yɛ ne to no right anaa wei yɛ dɛn aseɛ no right but ɔmo nyina ɔmo ti yɛ baako nti sɛ wode ɔmo bɔ mu na sɛ without dummy activity a wati right deɛ nti a C ne D wode bɔ mu a ɛyɛ yie ne sɛ dɛn C ne ne ti nie D nso ne ti nie nti ɔmo nyinaa ɔmo ne ti baako right nti sɛ wode bɔ mu a ɛyɛ yie mpakyɛw sɛ yɛate aseɛ. Oh, thank you.
You for speak down. I know the bad.
Mpakyɛw
I know the bad
okay
tree.
Enti me catchy. Enti omo think omo say omo teach omo think cry no. When I hear patch one time no ka kasi ke ohie ichokome ona aha aye ichokome ni aye eh niji okay that's naji right aha naji kume hu ye bi ene obanya ni okay ame acha neke right neke si ke ohie activity enyo ni amefe ameye ichokome onye ni okay ame acha ke ofe na kan ye o violate your law say well na kani isani efi isani activity kome ehia echo right and then ekonkro ho ahia echo ka efi na ke ehia be o wanya ni work ame fe acha right and then what it works this way it works but if they come from the what from the same part no this is wrong this is wrong but this is what this is correct please can we move on can we move on
Yeah.
all right so let's move on. Yes. So yesterday there was an assignment what I sent. I don't know how many of you did. But I remember one guy did it. Okay. Yes, he tried the sun on it. So let's work on this one and let's see how best one we can do this. Okay. So I'm cleaning this. All right. So let's see.
Divide
First
the
of all,
screen
I should divide the screen.
and
Okay. Let's
put it to the other side. It will bring two windows.
okay. Okay. So yes, we are right here. Okay. So we have what? Let's use what? Activity or not? Activity or note first. I don't want to bring any confusion first, but let's do this first. Okay. Activity or note. Okay, so um please give me a minute. A minute, I'm coming. Okay, so let's move on. Okay. So here, activity or note. Okay. So we can maybe put what one particular. So maybe we can just write maybe stats. Okay. If not, okay, we can just leave it and then put what A and B somewhere. Okay. So we can just what put what a start right here, and then we can see this is what this is A. All right. And this is what this is a B. All right. Yes. Okay. Or it can just start from where it is. But I think when you put a start here, it makes sense. It makes it more appealing. Okay. If somebody is also reading, they will know that what okay. We start from here. Okay. So please, I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear.
Clear, sir, clear.
Yes. So and then it says what? A A precedes C. Okay. So we can put what? C here. C. And then A and B. A and B precedes what? D. So we can put what? A and B right here. D. And then we have what? C precedes E. So we have what? C precedes what? E. And then we have what? C precedes F. Again. C precedes E, and C precedes what? F. So maybe we can draw F. Okay, maybe okay. Let's put what? F here. Yeah, so now and then it says what? D and E precedes J. Why is D and E? So D and what? And E precedes what? J. And then F and J. Okay, F and J precedes what? H. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. The diagram is clear. I hope it's clear. It's clear and easy, right? It's clear and easy. It's very clear and then what? And then easy to do this. All right. So let's take the what? The activity. Matthew. I hope this is clear.
Oui, c'est clair.
Yes. So let's do the what? The activity on what? On arrow. Okay. So we have what? Our starting event as one, and then we have what? Activity. And then what? Activity B. This is what? This is 2. This is what? This is 3. We have what? We have A. We have what? We have B. All right. And then here we have what? A precedes C. So we have what? We have C, right? That is 4. So A precedes C. That is it. And then we have here A and B precedes D. A and B, meaning A and B must end somewhere. And then you always know. So what do you think it is going to be? Tell me, what do you think it's going to be?
Mhm.
So what do you think
Which
is
one?
going to be? A and B precedes D. What do you think is going to be?
A, B, precede D. So
Yes.
there's going to be dummy.
Exactly. Between this one and this one. Okay, yes. So and then we can have what? We can have D. Right. Excellent. That's better. Okay. And then try here. So we put what? D here. Okay. And then we have what? C precedes E. So C precedes E. This is 6. E is here. And then C precedes F. C precedes F. Alright, so C, it precedes E, right? And then C again precedes F. Let me just draw it something like this. Something will come up. Alright, that's the reason why I wanted us to do this question. The reason why I asked to do this question, but let's see what you think about the diagram. And then we have what? We have D and E precedes J. So this is what? D, this is what? E. Okay. They precede what? They precede I kind of say D and E precedes J. Okay. So what do you think is going to be D and E? Between D and E, what do you think is going to happen?
D and what?
Is that what?
The D and E.
Yes, they saw D and E precedes J. So how do you think it's going to be?
We will, we, uh, we will connect because it is coming from
Exactly.
different
Exactly.
mode.
Exactly. So we'll connect them, all right, and then we can get what? Exactly. Yes, I like the way the class is going now. Okay, so we are going to have what? 8 here, and then we are going to get what? J, right? And then uh F and J precedes what? H. So where is what? F is here, and then J It's also here. Oh, okay. Huh. So this one worked out. Okay. F and G. Okay, no, wait. Let me do this. This one. F and G. Right, this is F. This is G. So F ends here, and then G ends here. And now we have what? We have H. Okay. So this is 9. So this is what? This is H. So this is perfect. This is correct. Okay, yes. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear.
We say clear.
Yes. Okay. So from this same, yes, I don't know how come we've been able to do this without what? Seeing any error in this. And then it is correct. Since what we've understood this, we've been able to do this. Okay. But from where I got the question from, okay, they had what? They did this. They did this in a different way. Okay. The F was what? Was hanging somewhere. But I think yes, we've been able to solve that, and then it is absolutely correct right from here. Okay. Yes, if I'm right, they connected. Where is it? C precedes E. Okay. So this C precedes E. So and then C precedes F. Or was it not this question? Let me see. I think it was this question. Okay. It was this particular question. So oh, yes. Where I was talking about, I've seen it. Okay. So here, see. So what activity is here? I see what I'm trying to point out. What activity is here?
Dangling or
Yes. No, it's not dangling, right? If it's a dangling, there will no be continue. But see here, what activity do you think is here? That's right. There is no activity. There's no activity. Meaning what? We did something wrong. Okay. We did something wrong. We rush doing something. I see this one as activity. Activity. Um, yes. Okay. Even here. Okay. So we must what? We must go back. Okay. Yes. This one, no activity here. No activity here. There shouldn't be what? This one without an activity. Okay. So we did something wrong. I hope we understand what we are doing. We must get an activity. All right. So we are going back. Okay. Don't worry. We'll get it right. We'll get it right. But please, I hope you understood why I'm saying there's no activity. There's nothing there. And I hope you saw it, right? You saw it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So it is good so that we understand it very well. Is the reason why I brought this question. Is the reason why I brought this particular question. Okay, so from here, all is correct. Okay, and then from here, yes, it was correct as well. Here was 5. Okay. And then here was what? Here was a D. Yes. Aha. So from here, so C precedes what? E. Aha. So this was where what my actual concern was from. Okay. This was where what the actual concern what was from. Okay. If yes, let me just do it raw in the layman perspective, how I would have done it. Okay. Again, let's make an error again from here. Don't worry. We'll get back to the correct thing. So we put what? We put E here. Assume we put E here, and then C precedes F, and then we put what? We put F here. All right. Aha. So now we have what? Activity on all of them. And it says that what? D and E. Okay. D and what? And then E should what precede J. So D and E. Okay. Yes. So you see that where the problem comes from. Okay. And that's where the problem comes from. At the moment what we join what? D and E, meaning there should be what? An activity. I hope you're getting it. If I don't want I join what? D and E, meaning maybe there should be something here. I hope you get it. I guess what I'm trying to point out.
Right.
Yeah, there should be an activity here. So what activity is going to come there? Okay, there will be none. There will be none. So since what you are realizing that what D and E is what is really what causing the traffic, then it means that what D and E should meet at the same point. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So meaning what? E should meet what? E should meet D here. Okay, yes. So sometimes you can draw it roughly. Someone said no idea we know. And said uncle ya no one said ebia bibi was see as a working kind. And just say then here will become E. Alright. Please, I hope we are following. I hope we are following.
Yeah.
Yes. So please the arrow. Yeah, I'm not fee arrow. Nanya line where arrow. A arrow a kosa. Right. It is an arrow that moves forward. Straight. A arrows. Ninya arrow. Into it from C. Right. It's not a kosa. Exactly. So I like the way we are following. That is the reason why I brought this question. So if you don't look at it, well, maybe you may think what you did was right. Uh-huh. And then it says what? C and then what? And then F. All right. So C should what? Should yes. Some becomes 6. Some becomes what? F. Yes. And then now we so as a day. D and E give rise to what? J. D and E. The ones have it D and J. The ones that is here they end here. That's correct. And so they are going to what? End here. Okay. Yes. They are going to what? And let me assume they are going to end here. So they end here. Somewhere 7. Here is 7. Okay. We bear there. We bear J. Alright. We bear J. And also then H F and J gives rise to what? To F and J give rise to 8 in this share. I say, okay, look at something again. Okay, when I join this, what do you think is wrong? What do you think is wrong?
I think you
It's
you
like we're
right.
getting a loop. Or
Exactly.
you
There will
see,
be no activity. There will be no activity. It is wrong to even like okay, may I say that's me quiet. Okay, that's me quiet see. Me quiet see. That's me could draw H or here. Me draw H or here. What activity is here? Meaning, I hope you are following what you are doing critically. So that's some
Yeah.
of the errors that we should take off. Okay. So what is going to be is necessary. Say I say ya. I say ya share F and J. Okay, almost share baby. But we said then D and E give rise what to J. Enti sadia any another F and J as almost share back. How about J? I hope we are following. I hope we are following.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. And now we can have what? We can have the 8. And then we complete the work. This is how tricky this question is. So, yes. Yes. So we haven't missed messy and kind of saying messy BBA, messy activity BA say activity be anyhow. So please just take note. If you are drawing the lines, just know that if you draw one line, there should be an activity. The moment you realize that what there is no activity, meaning what? You are wrong. Okay, so yeah, we did the first one, and now we thought said then it was right, not right. So you know, so when your activity, we won't say then waiting. I hope we are following. I hope we are following.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So let's take the last example. And not there. You
So the
so the question go on.
the T, the where the E
Yes.
is, there's no any activity over there.
Is that what?
The E,
I say yes.
there's no any activity over there.
The E. This activity. The activity is the E.
Okay.
Yes, E is activity, but also because of the dummy. So we don't write anything right there. All right. But also I say yeah, activity, 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 activity. Okay, so let's go and take the last one. It was one question I posted. That one nobody attempted. I don't know why nobody attempted, but let me just go and find it. Okay, let me find it so that we'll do it. We'll do it. I think it was a question I posted. Yes, this one. This one. I'm looking for this particular question. Photo. Right. Yes. Onye. I would like to put it a little bit in there. Yes. Please, I hope you can all see. You can all see.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So let's do this. All right. So I'll say A, B, and C. Okay. They start from the what? They come from the initial points. All right. So this one becomes what? Event one. Ibenya then. A, Ibenya B, Ibenya then. C. Okay. So event two, event three, and then what? Event four. Ibenya then. A, B, and C. All right. And then IFS 3 Navy, right? And T. A, B precedes what? D. Any B, right? Precedes what? D. All right. So what do you think is going to be? Somebody should tell me. What do you think is going to be?
Is it dummy?
Exactly. 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 Okay. It is going to be what? A dummy activity. Okay. So let me just put dummy activity right here. Okay. So, but should I say arrow? No, yeah, am I moving arrow? No, right? That is an arrow. So it moves this way. Okay. And then, so therefore, we can have what? We can have D right here. Activity 5, event 5. So we have D. Okay. And then we have what? B precedes E. So B precedes E. Yes. So let me just draw it from here. Activity 6. E. Not forgetting the arrows. Okay. And then this one says what? B precedes what? F. Okay, I mean, run here. Can you bear? You bear speed. Yes, I bear. Right. I'm seeing maybe this particular thing will be big. So let me draw it. Let me draw it well, so that we can get space. Okay. This is one. Yes. So I'll draw it this way. I'll draw it this way. I'm just saying it might be big. This is what? This is 2. This is 3. And then this is 4. This is what? A. This is B. This is C. And this was a what? And then we had this arrow, this arrow, this arrow, and this is a what? A dummy activity. Right. And then I can say then we are going to get what? Um a D, right? You can say D right here. activity 5. So we have a D. Yes. And B precedes E, right? Tibenya activity 6. Ibeye E. Add as an arrow. And then we have what? B precedes F. Okay. Yes. So we are going to be having what? 7. Ninya F. Ewaha. I hope we are clear to this point. Are we clear to this point?
Yeah.
Okay. And then F F and C precedes J. Okay. F and C precedes J. So F and C way F and E, C nie, right? Aha. F ewa C. And now what? C so C. Okay. So so what do you think is going to be? Yes, somebody should tell me this. Somebody should tell me this. What do you think we have to do? Somebody should tell me this. Then now Osha Yebeye. I want somebody to tell me this.
A dummy activity.
No, come on. Come on. Why? Okay, no. I want to know why you said dummy activity. Why are you saying a dummy activity? I want to know why you said that. I just explain it. Let's see. So that we'll explain why it wouldn't be a dummy activity. I want to know why you
Yes,
think it's a dummy activity.
because it said F and C.
F and C,
F and C.
yes,
It's gene, right?
yes.
And
And
so
you know, go on. You just go on.
there must be a dummy from activity 7 to that's from F to C.
So like this,
A dummy,
like that. So,
uh,
that is what you also think, like it should be like that. So if it becomes that particular way, see, it seems we'll be going back. Okay, we'll be going. Okay, F and C. Okay, you let's. So you're trying to say maybe something like this, right? Like a dummy activity like this.
yeah.
Okay, fine. You let's go on. Okay, because I wanted to ask you to make it concise and simplify. Okay, say
Okay.
this is still correct. It is still correct. It is not wrong. But I wanted us to simplify it. Say, yabehu F and C, I will say F and C, I will say, right? So meaning I say, meaning here, this one becomes J, and then that is right. Okay, yabehu F and C. But you mind saying so? Tell them, okay, the entity I'm saying be a dummy activity. The reason why I said it's a dummy isn't dummy activity is this, okay? And truly, it is not a dummy activity. Okay, let's take it off. It's not a dummy activity. And why I said it's not a dummy activity is that they are not using the same head. C uses the event 1 as the head, but F uses the event 3 as the head. So it can't be a dummy activity. I hope it's clear.
Yeah.
Explain that part again.
Okay. See, event 1. Okay, A and B uses event 1 as their head. So if we are joining them, it becomes a dummy activity. That is why you have a dummy activity here. But look at event F. Look at activity F. Look at activity C. Activity C has event 1 as the head. Activity F has event 3 as the head. So it can be a dummy activity. I hope it's clear.
Explain again why the other one is a dummy activity.
Okay, I take it again. I'm saying that if you have two activities using the same head, like the way A and B uses the same head, okay, even though they have different tails, but at the moment they are joining together, it becomes a dummy activity because they use the same the same head, coming from the same source. It becomes a dummy activity. But look at F and look at C. All right, C has event 1 as the head. F has what? Event 3 as the head. So this can be a dynamic activity when they are joining. Do you understand? Are we together? Nobody's saying anything. Or you guys
Yeah.
can't hear. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Matthew, you're on the same platform. Matthew, we are together.
He said the C uses the starting point as its
Here,
head,
let me draw it here again. This
and
is
then
1. We are the A.
activity.
Yes. This is C. This is 2. This is 3. Let's see, we are A. We are B. You say back, right? They use what? One head. So the moment what? You want to join them. It is not possible because you violate the rule. Because what? They are using the same head. This is the head. We don't talk about the tail. The head. Where they are coming from. It's what we use to justify. So the moment what? You want to join them, it becomes a dummy activity because they use the same head. So maybe any of them can go first. Or maybe A is not even important. B is not important. Maybe A is important. So because they are coming from the same place, dummy activity. But if you look at this, okay, if you look at this, okay, say me wo paano say me wo active event for her. Now me will be a C, okay. I can join what? C and B together. Say join them together. Say, but that's not dummy activity. Add the here. The reason is that C has what? Event two as the head. And then B has what? Event 1 as a head, meaning what? They have what? Different heads. So meaning we can join them. Please, are we together?
Yeah.
Matthew, are we together? Matthew, we are fine now.
Yes, I'm fine.
Yes. So that is the reason why I'm saying that is not what possible. Okay, so it was wrong. Okay. So what do you think it is going to be? It is simple that what? F will join what? C together. Or what do you think? And yes, sir. And yes, sir. Simple as that. F will join what? Because F wants to join what? C. And can't join anywhere because we want to say yeah. Okay. Me say yeah. What activity is here? Nothing. Yeti no. Right? Yeti no. The only thing now is that as I said then F, okay, F what? Will join C from the assignments we did, from the other one that we did. The same thing that what. That is why I wanted us to do. And on the south here, wait right now and then Jenny F, we have to join. Ebiani. The same thing we are doing here. Okay, yes. So this is the head. The head for what? For F. This is the tail for F. This is the head for what? For C. This is the tail for C. So meaning no dummy activity. Please. Is it clear?
Yeah.
And then the rest of you, is it clear?
Clear.
Okay. Into your B precedes H. Into B way. B biome. It's a B the one be B boso. The anka me who yanka me de we mo cost through into the I draw no hasi. Say you be home kwan dia fine, no problem. So B precedes what? H, right? Where activity I 7, event 7. So B precedes what? H. It means for H in CRC. All right. And E and H. E and H precedes I. So what do you think is going to be? E and H precedes I. What do you think is going to be? Somebody should tell me. That thing is simple, oh. Very, very, very simple. So Richie, are you telling us? Richie,
It should be like the way you did the F.
why? Why are you saying that, Richie? Why are you saying that? Here, let us know why. Here, Richie had a Monty as I didn't see. Share where omuti nie. Yeah, H ni F. You see the same eti. Saying some bomb my bed activity. So what you say? But Osha
Yeah.
eh so what you say? So what you say? The bed activity because you so a tibacco. This is the same as so this become a activity. But Osha then F Osha then Osha F any C right? On say C ni T wa ha say ɛna F ne T wɔ 3 no nti ɛno deɛ ɛnyɛ dame activity ɛmo betumi abom but sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛsu eti baako a yɛbɔ mu a ɛbɛ dame activity sɛ wate aseɛ so it's dame
Yeah.
activity exactly so we put dame activity right here that is the whole thing yɛyɛ no ɛnyɛ den o wote aseɛ sɛ den okay wɔn a wɔn na yisu eti baako no ɔmo bɔ mu a ɛbɛyɛ dame activity okay ɔmo yisu eti baako ɔmo bɔ mu a ɛbɛyɛ yie ɛno pa na that is the only thing we are doing here time we started this particular thing, that's the only thing we are looking out for in this particular diagram that we are drawing. Okay, please, are we together, Matthew? The rest, are we together? Okay.
Yeah.
And it says, no yebenya I right yebenya I wahasi. So I beba hasi. Right. This is what activity 8. I aha. Now you call I said EH any JBO. Nti aha mo nso behyia wɔ ha sei right ebiom aha ɛma yɛ J that is activity 9 J okay na yɛ abɛnya CDFFJ CDFJ bɛma yɛ K nti yɛnhwɛ C wɛn C wɔ ha okay D wɛn D nie right aha C hwɛ bi a D wɔ right so D si wɔ ha sei oh, no. I haven't seen. Aha ɔn sɛ C wɔ ha maybe a D akɔkɔ pie right D akɔ pie wɔ ha sei F ɛwɔ mfa okay minimum I only always school 2021 any problem coming in papa no dear papa so C is here right D is here so C ends here D ends here F what right F also ends so C and F ends at the same point right and then C and F they end here D ends what D I think okay D ends here okay D also ends here if I'm right oh this is a dummy activity okay D ends here this is D ends here C and F ends here and then J where is J ends here okay so it says that what we should do what we should end the whole thing at K. So if they are all so any fancy K. So you see how this is going to what make us what scatter our whole diagram. Oh, so the planning, right? The planning, okay, okay. So so the my so this is what CF, okay, CF. So C has what? Okay, so this is C and F. All right, we've drawn them. So this is the what? The tail of them. But yensha D, right? So D also has what? This particular head. D has what? 3 as the what? As the head. D has what? Has 3 as the so what do you think we'll do? What do you think we'll do? Who can tell me what we'll do? From D to what? D to C and F. Who can tell me what we will do? Who can tell me what we'll do from D to C and F? Anybody going to tell me what you will do from D to or C and F? Monsha dear, Monty. D ne ti yɛ 3 ɛna C wɔ 5. F ne ti yɛ 3 ɛna C wɔ 4. C ne ti yɛ 1 ɛna C wɔ 4, right? Enti yɛpɛ sɛ yɛmfa ne nyinaa mbom. Enti yɛnya dame activity from what? D ɛnkɔsi dɛn? Ɛnkɔsi 4 anaa? That is the whole thing. So see, I know we've been able to join what? C, D, and F. And then they end at what? At 4. Please, are we together?
Yeah.
Exactly. They see, as I say, you did then. You did J, eka home. Right? They see, as I say, you did then. You did J, eka home. So, a patch as a day, in your night, as I said, as I said, as I said, J, a day, ABC has C. That's what you see. Because, I mentioned, because JT is 7. JT is 7. Meaning, J betimi abo, a betimi emiti omo has. That's what you see. In J, paper day, J, paper J, right? But also, yes, here. The answer is yes, here. If you will draw it again, if so we am planning and you draw it. So I'm only a thing. But this is what we mean. So J will meet them here, all right. But it should have C should have even crossed ABC side, right? But please pardon me taking the arrow back. I'm just trying to illustrate, okay? But it should just move forward rather than that. So K a J ABC, right? Aha. Jafe die. Omo nyina omo yɛ den. Omo si ha se. Therefore, we can have what? We can have K. If I just say yate aseɛ, yate aseɛ. What you are doing now, we are getting what we are doing. Please, nobody is talking. Are we getting what we are doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Matthew, Bruno, Brakobi, are we getting what we are doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is K. Okay. Activity 9. Ebeba Hasi. All right. Ain't K. K is also then. C. Okay. K. K so the also then. A or say L, right? Or say L. So K. K came with what? K came with an L. That is what? K came to do. Okay. So K. Okay, got in here, and then what? And then this is 10. Okay, and then we had what? We had an L, right? Yes. So this is I, right? I the other than any H. I mentioned I any H, right? Yes. So I is a dangling activity. Once the I has become what? A dangling activity, yes. I became a dangling activity because I only has what? E and H. Okay. So E and H, it became what? A dangling activity right from here. All right. So this is how it is. So I'd like us to draw it more, but let's note that what I think D should come rather here instead of going up there. So for the last time, let's draw it for the last time and then what? We move on. So please pay attention again. One tier patrol. Shenibio. Na EMVA way. Na yenko precedence diagram. Okay. We can't waste all the time on this one. Starting again. For the last time, let's pay attention. When you say I will draw,
Sam,
yes.
is this? Are you recording the
Yes,
platform?
I'm recording. Yes, I'm recording.
All right.
Yes, I'm
So I'll leave.
recording.
I'll
Okay.
be watching it.
Okay. 80 say all draw activity on node that very simple sir which I am an so activity on arrow no problem no cranya thing but just follow. Okay. Initial here our has right. We put one here and then we get what? Get A right here. Okay. Now you have then even 2. Now you the even 3 abahasi. Okay, activity B. Na yɛ dɛn? Event 4. Okay, abahasi. Enya the activity C. The IFS 3 no, right? IFS 3 no. Enti A and B, okay, receives D, which means what? A and B, ebedami activity, all right? Esan there, one you so then it's all right. So what's a better then? Dummy activity. Or they use the same head to dummy activity, right? Meaning what? D can what? Can move somewhere here. Please take note. The arrows, okay? They are arrows. They are arrows. They're not just lines. So we can put what? D somewhere here. That's what? Activity event 5. So D, yes. Okay. Into yaba, B has what? E, right? So we have what? We have E right there. Into mame, yani say event 6, right? This is event 6. This one has what? E. Then B biome, then event 7. That is F, right? I put what? F here. Okay, this is event 7. So I'm on what? B precedes H. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. F and C. F and C. Okay. F and C precedes J. All right. Into F and a C. Okay. AC has C. Right. F and a C should meet up right here. But share. And just said then because we don't want to cross. The my paper D way. Right. Let's clean this event 5. Now if I'm going baby, let's take it to where I kind of say yes. Let's take it before after there was the F, right? So let's make here. Okay, okay, we be F, right? And see, ABR, I have to just clean the other paper crap. Let me just clean it. Okay. Okay. I mean, yani bio. Na inya day, inya D, right? Inya D wa hasi. Ati my main run is D beba hasi, right? So that is what activity 5. That is D. Event 5D. And ibenya then B precedes E. Ain't B precedes E, no? Let me assume the back straw has C. Right. We're not drawing the crack. And then ibenya event 6. That is E. Now B precedes F. Okay. B precedes what? F. And the even say other than B precedes F. Okay. Yes. So let's assume say maybe let me cross this particular one. So let me just claim. I mean, you have say D, right? I mean, for F and Brasi. So this is event 7. B precedes for F. Inti aye, I'm a busy hasi, right? Yawa hasi. Inti afe di, I will say, F and C. F and C precedes for J. So F ni, so maybe a F ababese, right? F and C. I say F ni C, it's me besia, ewa hasi. But she, ain't the American said then. You better say then, you better right? You better we see, right? Because we don't want to just be crossing them up, okay? So we'll clean up this. Yes. And then exactly, okay? So this becomes what F. So mind you that this is what? This is D. Okay, we are D, right? So F and C. So F and C met at what? at this particular event. Okay, they were able to meet because what? There was no dummy what activity what happening. All right. So now B precedes H. Okay. So I can put what? This should be what activity? Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have what H here. Okay. We have H here, and then EH. So we're E and now we're H, right? EH what precedes I. Okay. Yes. And then that is going to be what? A dummy activity because they use the same head. So EH, okay, EH becomes a dummy activity because they use the same head. So H, any right? So we get what? We get an I from here. Even event 8. Ever has say. So I, right? From here. And then EH nabium MIJ, right? Let's assume that EH na MIJ. That is what? That is event 9. That is a J. Answer na yenya CDFG. Ɛhɔ na ɔyɛ a wei na efiri ba no, right? CDFG. Nti ɛwɔ dɛn? CF ehyia wɔ ha sei. CF ehyia wɔ ha sei. Nti wei D D nie, right? Nti ɛmɛ dɛ paa sɛ dɛn? D apue wɔ ha sei. Nti wei bɛma yɛdwuma no ayɛ dɛn? Tie. Deɛ ehia ne sɛ dɛn? Ɛsan sɛ yɛmpɛ sɛ gye bɛba n'akyi no, right? Yɛbɛ stretch it, right? Yɛbɛ stretch C. I'm another C so that we can connect them, so that we don't want to come back. Please, I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. Okay, we don't want to bring J back because we are going in a what? A forward form, not a reverse form. Nti, any of them, FIFA, me part this particular side. Na my what you see, we will say, right? Okay, something like this. All right, yes. So, na F no, I say a join is still right? I say a join is still so you can use a pencil first to just know, okay. Oh, the thing about the answer that I think that D no, this is D. So yeah, one kind me say, na then we had what F ni D, right? F ni D, right? Yeah, one kind me say F any D na 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 wo. See where you then? Where you F? Oh, I mean draw. I mean yeah. A ni wo ho, right? So now say that I say by C, I say by F, right? The main paper then that particular C in free as C. And ana baako bi nso wɔ hɔ. I think that baako bi nso. I think that we won. Then we won. I think
it was D
D.
also.
And this one was D. But I think it wasn't joining them, right? It wasn't joining them, right? If I'm right, let me see.
It wasn't joining them.
Okay, what wasn't joining them? Exactly. That is what I want. So this was F. So like this. So now we have what? C and F, they meet here. Okay, I don't know what activity was this, but let me before. So C and F meet here, and then D2 must meet at the same point. Okay, so D must meet at the same point. So this is D. D na nuni where D, right? But how is D going to meet? But let's have a look at this. Okay, D ni F. I'm use eti baako, right? Into D ba be dummy activity, right? So D will join this particular people right here. But on a dummy what activity because any kind of thing, any F use the same thing. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. Hey, nobody is responding.
Yeah, yeah, we are following. It's clear. A bit clear.
Yes. Okay. And then J must also join. Uh, J must also join the trend. Okay. J must also join the trend, meaning J shouldn't stand alone. Okay. Since J has a different head, then J can also join them so that we meet at this particular point. Yes. J can join so that we meet at this particular point, because we meet at the same point, and then then we can give birth to K. So J, yes, cleaning, yes. So J joins without any activity. Okay, so this is J. Yes. So CFDJ. So CDFJ, they met at what? At event 4. That is what they met at. Now we can get whatever that is. I think event 9. Event 9 as the K. Okay. Yes. As K. And then K also gives birth to a friend is saying L, right? So K give birth to L, right? So let me see if I see, right? 10. When you're 10 L, right? Now you can see we're dangling activity, right? But we don't want to get a dangling activity in our diagram, right? And no one it doesn't join. But to solve this particular issue, we should find for the predecessors of I. Okay, I joins I can say E and H. Okay, E way E near, right? E near and H near, right? They end up here. Okay, they actually end up at event E near H near. This one ends at event 6. This one ends up at event event 7. Okay, yes. So this particular one okay, has particular so we can join this to whatever so maybe from 6 to this particular point, just to eliminate, even though this diagram is correct, right, to eliminate the dangling activity, which we just connect it to its predecessor. Okay, to just eliminate the dangling activity in there. Okay, or we can connect it to anybody, any of them who is connecting E and H. So let's look at this is C is not connecting H, D is not connecting H or E, J is so we can connect it to J, right, to the end of J, right, because J connects H. So we can do a dangling activity right from here. Hey, dummy activity right from here. Yes. Okay, let me activity right from here. It is not a raw connection. Let me activity just to eliminate the dangling event. Okay, so that is how it looks like. So this is how AOA of this particular question looks like. Okay, so that is for this. Okay, so we'll end the session right here, and I'll put the recording on the platform. Okay, it's very simple to do, very very simple to do. Okay, so that we move on with the precedence diagram. Okay, so please let me end this in here, and in 2 minutes I will start a new session for the precedence diagram. Okay, so stay tuned. All right.